Now that you have your wedge completed and designed, now we're going to learn how to duplicate this layer over and over again 11 more times and fit it onto a circle. So you're going to open up the background template, which is located in the same area as the you found this wedge template. So you're going to go to Open, or File and Open, and you're going to go find, now again, if you didn't see the initial video, I'm using a PC, so this might look a little, well, it's going to look a lot different when you go to open up images on your Mac. So, but you should at this point know how to get to the S drive, and it's in the S drive, underscore Corso, Mandala, and you're going to go to the background template. Background template, all it is has quadrants. Okay. The first step of this is the hardest, and so the first step you're going to do after this opens is you want to put this wedge, you want to line it up on the horizontal axis of this right here. You want to line it up on here, and you want the point to be right at the center. Go to the photo bin, drag this up. You want to make sure that this just fits in one. Don't make it too small. Also, be sure not to stretch it out or shrink it down. You don't want to change the proportion. You don't want it to be too small. You want it to be almost to the edge of the paper. So we're going to rotate it. Now, this is going to be a spot where you got to really pay attention. If you get this really nicely lined up, everything else will come pretty easily for you. You want to make sure that you're rotating this so it perfectly sits horizontally right on that line. Okay, I'm going to rotate it just a little bit more. Alright, that's going to get much better. And you also want to make sure that that point is right on the center. Okay? So like I said, that's the most tedious part. Next thing you're going to do, you're going to make a copy of this. You're going to hold down the Alt key and you just dragged a new layer out. Now this one ultimately is going to be fitting right here, but you got to rotate it. In other words, it has to flip, so you want it to be a mirror image, so the baseball here will hit the baseball there. So you're going to go to Image, Rotate, Flip Layer Vertically. Okay. Now, I'm going to help you out. You can do this manually. You can rotate this and get it right into place here. But I'm going to give you a number that you can actually apply to the bottom part here, right at angle. Once you start rotating this, you'll see the options change and you have this angle. This is going to be set from beginning to end. It's going to rotate this much, and that much is 60 degrees. Okay? So if you come down here, a box will appear when you put the cursor here. You can highlight this and you can put the number 60 in, and that will fit perfectly into place. Okay? So you can nudge it using the arrows. You want it to line up, and you want the seam to be covered. You want the seam to disappear. You don't want to see any white in between. Alright, we're going to take I'm going to make this disappear for a minute. This one's going to be duplicated again. Now this time, we don't need to rotate it, but this time, this one is going to fit right here, so this right side is going to fit vertically. So the number again here, we're going to make it 60. Okay, this isn't a math class. I don't mind giving you that answer. And for those of you who take higher level math classes or just happen to have a good brain for it, you can figure out why that is, because we're dealing with 30-degree pie pieces. Alright, so that looks like it fits in. Let me bring the other one back. Nope, this one. Okay, so we're going to get this one into place, and you want to line everything up. Okay, so once that's all lined up, that looks really good. You don't see any seams. You're going to flatten. Well, you're going to glue them together. You're not going to flatten. You're going to take these three, and you can hold down the command button, and you can select all three of them. Right click. Again, merge layers. If you flatten image, it'll flatten the background to it. You don't want to do that. You want to merge layers. Okay? So now it's one quadrant. So you can imagine what you can do next. You can make a copy of this. Hold down the Alt button using the Move tool. You can go to Image, Rotate, Flip Layer Vertically. This guy goes here. And I got it off of the background, so let's line this back up. Let's line this back up. Okay. And you can merge these two together. Merge layers. Make a copy of this half now. And go to Image, Rotate, Flip Layer Horizontally. And guess what? You got your mandala done. So you can merge these together. Do not merge it with the background. You don't want this white background to be stuck on it. You select the ones that you want to merge, and you right click, Merge Layers, and there you have it. Okay. So when you go to save this, you want to save this as a PSD. And you definitely want to save it in your S drive. The reason why you want to save it as a PSD is because you don't want this square background in. You want it to be able to move independently without any background. So you can save this as finished mandala, and make sure you save it as a Photoshop file. Okay. The next video is going to show you how you can put it to a background, do the finishing touches, and then that's the last video.